What is going on, guys? Once again, Social Banter Podcast here. And as always, with my queen, mi reina, the one and only Melissa Cruz. How you doing, baby?
Woo, woo!
Yeah. And what a treat do we have for you guys today. Oh man.
Another set of Duros.
Oh, yeah. But these are
3 Duros.
Wait. But these are the OG Deuro.
Yes.
The true OG Deuros.
Pretty much.
The creators.
Yep.
Do we get paid? I think the checks are coming. Now that we're on air.
I fed you very well tonight, did I not?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Well, you're right. That was good food. That was good.
And we got some coffee for afterwards. But first, guys.
With something in the coffee?
Oh, it depends on you.
There you
Whatever
go.
you want.
Absolutely.
I got some good whiskey.
Oh, I'm in.
John can tell you about
and a
that
coffee
too.
liqueur.
There you go.
Yeah, we're good.
That is amazing, guys. But before we get to their podcast, to their actual episode, who do we got to thank, baby?
Oh, Heather, Feather, my love, HK Floor Recoding.
She's such a badass.
Oh my God.
She is such a badass.
Yes. She had a baby less than a month ago.
Congrats.
The poor baby is in ICU, doing wonderful.
Oh, yeah. Healing way quicker than any doctor expected, or the whole 9 years. It's amazing. The whole story is amazing.
And she doesn't even look like
we're
she
gonna
had a baby.
have her.
She's already back to pre-weight. She looks great.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Anyways, HK Floor Recoding. We have Legendary Tattoo, which, Mitch, I will see you April 5th. I am so excited. We also have Legendary Screen Printing and Legendary LTD, which is the tattoo-inspired apparel. And you can go on there and use a promo code to get some of their shirts. SB30, 30% off of their apparel.
30% off, man.
Awesome.
Take advantage of it.
Yeah, right? Really
Jan's
cool
big
stuff.
tattoo guy, not me. I mean, I really want to do one, but I'm a little scared.
Oh, trust me. These are the guys to go to.
Jen and Chris into it.
Someday it might happen.
All right. I'm trying to get Chris into it too.
We already know what Chris wants, though.
Yes.
Do we get a discount?
Oh yeah. Just make sure that you mention that you're with Social Banter.
I heard they're great.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
I know a bunch of people have gone there.
They're amazing. They have done a lot of
12 years they've been open.
Yeah.
All my tattoos have been from Mitch, the owner.
Yeah. They have done quite a few.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at that.
And April 5th, I get my next one.
Yes.
Nice.
It's going to be a tribute to
our niece.
Yep.
Both of our nieces contributed to it.
Yeah.
When our dog Tony passed away this past year, that was our very first rescue as a family, the 5 of us. And she passed away from cancer that we didn't know she had. And so our 2 nieces got together and drew a tattoo of a dog and just this beautiful.
Well, no, she took the picture of Tony. She took a picture of Tony and she traced it out.
But she added
the actual frame of her face.
Oh, cool. Yeah. She added detail, like special flowers that she knew that I liked and just different things. And sent it to me as a very surprise. We were actually at Chris and Jen's when she called me to send it to me. So that is what I am going to do for my next tattoo.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah. So we have just a couple more shout outs and then we'll introduce the panel that we have here tonight.
All right. I want you to do the shout out for your own father-in-law. Come on.
Papo Cruz!
No, you can't say that. Congruo.com for all your business needs. If you need any business mentoring or coaching, he'll be there for you guys. Just hit him up.
It's my father-in-law.
I can't wait for him to hear this because it's going to be hilarious. But anyways, guys, you can hear this in any platform that you want. Just make sure that you share, like, and review it as well. Just let us know. Give us some feedback. Make sure you check out our Patreon, our Facebook, our Instagram. Obviously, our Podbean is our main distributor, but it doesn't matter. We're on Spotify. We're on iHeartRadio. We're worldwide, baby. It doesn't matter. Just wherever you want to listen to us, we appreciate you. So now, let's get to it.
All right.
What do we got?
Let's give a little background. So we had a while back, a couple episodes back, we had Chris Deuro and his wife, Jan Deuro. Drummer at that time for Screaming at the Silence. He is also the drummer for...
The High Fives.
Yep, the High Fives. Sorry. I was getting a little ahead of myself right there.
And he's also, but wait a second, he's also a drummer of a secret project.
Yes.
That I heard
In the
that
works.
it's a duo.
In the works.
Some kind of like DJ drummer thing that he's got in
Something
the works.
in the works.
Yeah, so.
Which is still under wraps because they're
So
working
he
on
hasn't
it.
even told us yet?
Nope.
Oh no. There's a lot of,
nope, not yet. Probably not
the
yet.
treacherous chest is,
Gotcha.
it's rattling right now.
And so, but not only did we have him, we had his wife. We did the Queen's Corner with his wife.
What? Oh, wait a second.
Wah.
Yeah, it's funny because, we had her do all the
Jenny
sound
does our sound effects.
Yeah, she's gonna.
So we have
Yep.
his parents and his uncle. So we have Jan, Claudia, and John here to talk with us.
Hello.
Wah, wah, wah.
That's all. I wish you guys could hear this right now because it's her actually doing the sound effects. It's so awesome. So, how are you guys today? How you guys feeling today?
Doing good. Doing
Yeah?
good.
Very well. Very well.
Yeah.
We had a wonderful dinner. Melissa and Danny, thank you so much.
Yes,
Anytime.
ma'am.
Awesome.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
guys are family to us,
Yes,
just
really
like
awesome.
the two of them are. So first you guys came, well, two of you came from up north.
Yes.
Obviously, John is here.
Yes.
Yes, I am.
But you guys visited us from
Niagara
Up
Falls.
north.
Falls, New York.
getting ready to move down here. So you're building.
Hopefully in
20 months.
20 months.
Ooh, buddy.
You know, 20 months sounds like it's a newborn.
Yeah, right?
Why do you keep saying 20 months?
They're counting down, that's why.
It sounds shorter.
Yeah.
It sounds shorter than a year and a half.
So tomorrow it's gonna be
20 months sounds much shorter.
tomorrow's gonna be 19.
But so everybody's probably wondering, like, why are we having them here? Like, what's special about all these Duros that are here?
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
You can really talk about the mob and how you went through it and stuff
we're
like
not
that,
gonna do that.
but
So music.
it's up to you how deep you want to get into it. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's all about
Come on,
music,
Jan,
baby.
give us some.
What was your
crazy
background in music?
stuff about music.
I've heard that you were in the industry back in the
Yep.
day. So what you got, brother?
For 20 years, I worked at Regal Drumsticks. I was an artist relations manager and North American sales manager. For people who don't know what artist relations manager is, it's I handled all the bands, all the artists. And,
What kind of artists did you handle?
oh God, I was lucky enough,
And what year was this?
wow.
I stumped him there, right, John? I stumped him.
Right, 80s and 90s.
Nice.
I met just about everybody. I was lucky enough. I met just about everybody that I listened to growing up. Met two Beatles, Paul and Ringo.
Wow.
Ringo was like a little kid. He was awesome. Paul was a gentleman. And the guys that I really enjoyed was probably the guys from Van Halen and Kiss.
Oh, get out of here.
I was close.
Get out of here. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
The guys from Boston. I mean, there was many times I'd handle the drummer and the drum techs.
So funny
And-
since his son is a drummer.
Yeah, I know.
Cheers.
Both,
Cheers.
one son plays guitar and the other two were drummers, and we had to, I played drum tech for years, roadies, driving everybody. Then I said, listen, this is killing me. You guys rehearse in my house now. So everyone had to come to our house. It was a lot better, but,
That's bad.
So that's the same house you guys are in now.
yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And, so we there was always a at least 2 drum kits.
Was this in the basement?
In the basement, yeah.
Nice.
All the time. So there was different bands always playing in there. It was
So
nice.
it was bound to happen for Chris to play drums then.
Yeah.
It was destined.
Yeah, it was definitely.
Justin, too.
And I just feel bad that, I brought him to some shows and, Nicholas being the oldest one, I remember bringing him with me to,
So were you selling equipment though? Is that how that was?
yeah, they sold,
Manufactured.
drumsticks. They
Okay.
manufactured. He was the originator of the nylon tip on the drumstick.
Okay.
And I worked there before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
started.
Is that how you guys met?
No, we can tell that story.
Oh, we're going to tell that story
we'll
too.
get there. We'll get there for sure.
You'll like it.
Oh,
I was in
shit.
charge of the exporting.
So you were in charge of the exporting.
And
You were
in-
selling.
Yes.
I just burned the drumsticks.
You did, right? You just followed along and hung out with him, right?
Actually, when he was working there, he would ship drumsticks to my house, and I would deliver them to bands here. I met some
Oh,
bands,
sick.
too.
Nice.
Yeah, I met
Wow.
Kiss backstage, and everything you've ever heard about Kiss backstage is true. He told me, he goes, bring the drumsticks, but do not only bring it to this guy. Don't tell them, oh, we'll give it to him.
Yeah.
So I had to meet the certain guy.
Yeah.
Went backstage and saw the dressing room door open and one of the guys in a robe and then 3 blondes come walking out. And I just stood there in amazement going, okay, this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
We got to go backstage
Rock and roll.
and that was like at a countless bands. That,
So did you guys live close at that time, or were you in a different area?
this was when I lived down here in Florida.
Oh, okay.
And Jan lived
Up north.
Up
Okay.
north, up in Niagara Falls. I even got to see.
So when did you move down here, John?
I moved here in 87.
Okay.
87. And
I was a year old.
sorry, I'm old. I got to see Kenny Rogers and Dolly
Before
Parton.
the plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Yes.
Holy
Yes.
shit.
I love Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton. Don't get me wrong.
I sat
But, yeah.
in the front row because of him. All right?
Wow.
Because we delivered the drumsticks.
Yep.
And
Nice.
sat next to some famous person that Kenny Rogers said, bring the house lights up and put the spotlight on.
Wow.
Right? And it was on me. And I'm thinking, oh my God, my brother's the greatest guy in the world. He's introducing me. Yeah, it wasn't me. It was the guy next to me.
Oh, that's hilarious. That
So
is
who was the
hilarious.
guy though?
Peyton Stewart, the golfer.
Okay.
Peyton Stewart?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
remember that name.
Yeah.
Peyton Stewart, yeah.
Okay.
Damn, that's awesome.
It was interesting.
That's awesome.
It
Wow.
was
man.
cool. It was fun.
So how long were you with
So
them?
you were selling and you were working in there.
Correct.
But you were not, you didn't know each other at that point.
No, at that point we did.
Okay, at that point you did.
Yeah.
Yes.
So where did you guys first meet then?
All right, let's hear it.
Well, her cousin and Anthony and I were classmates. He got married and they had a little boy, Alphonse, and we had the christening party at his house. So
At this point, I did not know him. Jan was in my cousin's wedding.
Oh,
and
wow.
looking back at the videos now that my uncle had taken,
Right.
you would see Jan walking down the aisle. You'd see me as just a cousin standing in the church pews. Had no idea who he was. Then
And so around what
moving-
age was
Well, yeah. What year was this?
This was 1977.
So you were
I
about
was 17
Okay.
years, 16, 17 years old.
Okay.
1977.
Giving away your age.
I am.
It's okay. It's all good.
So then,
She looks
moving
way
forward-
fantastic for
yeah,
her age.
we went. We had the party, so Anthony invited, of course, his friends. It was a handful of us that went,
And relatives.
and relatives.
which I didn't know him.
Yeah,
Right.
So we were there, this and that, and you were sitting on the couch or whatever, and I think one of your aunts or somebody, right, dropped something, and she bent over to pick it up. And,
Hello.
and her cousin was next to me, and I nudged him, and I says, "Hey, Joe. I go, who's the chick with the fat ass?
Hey-o.
But in the good meaning, fat ass.
True story. He goes, oh, that's my cousin. And he says, give me a name.
I know, right?
Name a number.
Exactly.
And the rest is history. Yeah.
I need that fat
I
ass.
was just going to say, so 42 years.
later. Yeah.
3 sons,
Yep.
Correct.
Yep.
which are all how old?
Nicholas is 36,
Yep. Could be.
34.
He's married with Randy down in Houston, Texas.
Yep.
And our middle one, Justin, is married to Christine.
He's 34.
They're down in Norfolk, Virginia, building a house up in Dahlgren.
Nice.
And they just announced that they are pregnant. We're going to be...
Woo! Yeah.
Nanny and a puppy.
Yep.
Oh, Nani and
Congrats,
Puppy.
congrats.
That's,
And puppy.
Yep.
that's what my kids call.
Yeah.
So Ella and
My
Chris,
in-laws.
that's what they call my parents, Nani,
Yeah, Nani
and
and
Puppy.
Puppy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's the
That's
pure
badass.
Italian.
Yes.
That's badass.
Yeah, that's the
It'll
Italian.
be fun.
Yep.
And
Well,
then,
shout
of
out
course,
to them and congratulations
And then we have
on the baby.
the other
and
two
we have,
Deuros,
Chris and Jen here.
which are working on having babies, and they better have them soon.
yes.
Yeah.
Because TT and Tio and
Yeah.
Noni and Puppy and
Oh, yeah.
everybody's
I
waiting.
think they'll have triplets, all girls.
Oh.
And
So we're all really laying a bet on that. So
Oh, yeah.
The pool will be started soon.
Yes.
I'll be making that.
yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Definitely Uncle is going to be making that poll happen. And
yeah, so
Put your bets in.
That's how we met. And then, like I said, then I
How long did you guys date?
Not very long. About less than a year and a half.
About an hour and a half.
But we knew right away. We were
Yeah.
both, I think,
Really?
kind of ready. I was young.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
only 18, just turned 19 when I got married. And I remember my father walking into the house, after I had told them, I says, I think this is it. I think I've
Is that before
finally
Jan
found the guy.
proposed? Like when you were just first dating?
Before we had
Yeah.
actually proposed. I said,
Okay.
I think this is the guy that I'm going to marry. And my father said, Claude, you don't need it. Just slow down. You don't need to get married. Just wait. And I'm like, no, I think this is it, Dad. And then shortly after that, he proposed. Yeah, it was about a year and a half that we actually were engaged and then got married.
Where'd you guys get married at?
Niagara Falls.
Oh,
you did? Okay.
Our church.
so what's the formula?
We already know that. He told you that.
Yes, dear.
Exactly.
Guys, I'm not lying. I started following his formula of yes, dear,
Yeah.
and it works
It
wonders.
does, yeah.
The 90% of the time he uses it,
Yeah.
it works. It way
Yeah.
works.
It
Yeah.
it makes life so much easier on us guys. It could be you could be dead set against it. You could be right, and she could be way
Oh
wrong.
my God. We're going to have to
And
do
so-
another podcast because you guys have to see her face right now. What?
Because we know that's the truth. You flat out,
Yeah.
last time
See.
they were here, asked Jan, what is your formula? And that is what he told you flat
Yeah, that's
out,
why I asked him again so
word
he can
for
say
word.
it
Nice.
while we're recording.
And
He had
Yes.
respect.
Yeah. And 90% of the time,
Communication and
that's what he
respect,
says
yeah.
to me
We
now is,
respect each other.
yes, dear, because Jan told me this.
Oh, and the other part is
Yes, dear.
the other part is his best man was right there for him, and his best friend in the world.
Yes, there you
That
go.
would be me.
There you go.
All right, so speaking
Yep,
of you
absolutely.
two,
Yes.
there's not just the two of you, though.
Right.
There's another brother.
There's the third.
Yeah. So what is your age difference, the three of you?
Jan is 4 years older than me, and Jason is 12 years younger than me.
So, yeah.
You're the oldest?
So I'm the middle.
He's the
Oh,
middle.
you're the middle.
Jan's
I'm
the
the middle.
oldest.
Sorry.
I'm the
sorry.
glue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're the meat of the sandwich.
But
Gotcha.
your youngest is a lot younger.
A lot
Yeah.
younger. Mom and Dad were bored. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can remember exactly where we were.
I can too.
Are you guys serious?
We were in the car.
driving down the road?
We were in the car. We stopped at the red light on Military Road and
Pine Avenue. Yes.
Holy shit!
Yes.
And they turned around and says, "Oh, by the way, Mom's pregnant, and
Yep.
And we both looked at each other and started laughing, going, "Yeah, okay."
What does that mean?
Yeah.
12 years difference from you.
Yeah. So 16.
So I was in
Yeah.
I was in high school.
Yeah.
It was like, "Yeah, okay, right." And he said, "Oh no." So go for it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So now where does he live?
He's
Because we haven't met him. Oh, no. Was he at the wedding?
No.
He wasn't,
You-
right?
up
here.
north.
Right. The other
Yeah, the one up
so
north.
We didn't
Yeah,
get to
yeah.
meet
We
him.
didn't go to that one.
Right.
Yeah.
We didn't get to meet him that time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
he's awesome.
Yeah.
he's back
Well,
up. He's still up there.
If he's anything like the two of you, he's got to be pretty
Oh,
awesome.
fuck yeah.
He's awesome.
I mean,
When he comes down,
we
we're going
love
to
him
have
to
to
death.
have him, all three of you.
He's very knowledgeable too in music and
Yep.
everyday stuff, YouTube. He's the electronics.
He's our
He's
tech
the
guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
outside of Nicholas.
Outside of
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick is awesome. For sure. Shout out to him
It's
as
nice
well.
that we have so many tech guys in our family that we can.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Us old farts can count on.
Just lay back.
Yeah.
Just lay back. Let him do it,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
well, that's it because you got 3 sons. They're all married.
Correct.
Yep.
So you've
Very
got, you've got already this huge extended family.
Now,
Grandkids on the horizon, obviously one coming very shortly, and we're hoping for
More.
Triplets.
much more.
she even said it true.
I said that.
Apparently,
this
Chris
point,
and Jen
yes,
are going to have triplets.
They need to have twins or triplets at this point.
Oh, Jesus.
It's time. I love you guys,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's time.
So, what about this guy over here?
So, yeah,
here
good.
we go.
Come on. So you moved down here how long ago?
I moved here in '87, so I've been here in Florida longer than I was up in New York.
Yeah.
And I would not
Change it for the world,
change
right?
it for the world. Right, I made the right decision. To move here.
Gotcha. Now, when you got here, what did you do?
I moved down for a job. I had a friend of the family who said, "Hey, I have this restaurant at Tampa Bay Center, which is now the home of the Bucks training camp. Okay, that's where the mall used to be. I ran a place in the food court there,
Oh, that's
Okay.
awesome. Okay.
and it was a barbecue place and a burger market.
Gotcha.
Right side by side with a common kitchen."
Okay.
He had big plans of, spreading this concept throughout the East and told me I would be in charge of everything, up the East Coast. In about 6 months, he sold it.
Oh, Jesus.
So I
6
decided,
months, not 6
all right,
years, 6
so
months.
What am I going to do now? I stuck it through, stayed through with the next owner.
Yeah.
Didn't care for him that much. A few months later, I moved on and, did quality control in a ceramics plant in Lake Wales, Florida.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So did you always live in Palm Harbor, or where did you first come?
Oh, no. I've lived in a bunch of areas in the whole Tampa area.
Okay.
And also in Winter Haven, Florida. That's where I met, a bunch of people that I knew from up north.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I actually lived in Winter Park, not Winter Haven, but it was
Way different,
It's not,
honey.
yeah, but they're not that far.
Yeah.
But so
Orlando, Plant City.
where are you at now?
Palm Harbor.
Yes, I live in Palm Harbor.
Yeah.
I have a house there. I've been there for 20 years now.
Okay, and what do you do?
I work for Hooters.
My
27
man.
years. I've been a general manager.
Oh, 27
27 years now with Hooters, yes.
Now I have to ask because I'm sure everybody's going to ask.
So were you
a
with
I
question.
the
have 30
Stewards?
wives, you're right. yes.
Exactly.
So were you
yes.
with the Stewards
Was I with the Stewarts?
when they opened it?
LD Stewart is one of the owners. Yes. I knew him.
I went to school with Chris Stewart.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I grew up with Chris Stewart.
Nice.
That's how I knew Hooters.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, I did meet him
Okay.
years ago.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I grew
So-
up with Chris Stewart, so that's my concept of knowing the original Hooters
Yeah.
was from him growing
Yeah.
up. That's what his father did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great guys. I
Yeah.
actually bought the house of one of the owners.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Dennis Johnson.
Okay.
Got invited to a poker game at his house.
And your house is awesome.
And said to him, hey, you know what? If you ever decide to sell this place, I'd be interested. 2 years later, out of the blue, he calls and says, hey, you want to buy my house? Which I said, who is this? He says, Denny. I'm like, oh, okay, sure. So went through one person that was the buyer and the seller. I believe it was her first time doing it, who was a former Hooter girl.
Oh, wow.
In real estate.
Right.
And never looked back. It's been
Wasn't
great.
Heidi, was it?
It was Heidi.
Oh my God, are you serious? I worked with Heidi for a long time.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's hysterical.
Yeah.
Yes. Years ago, I worked for Keller Williams.
Yeah, okay.
And Heidi,
No, she did not work for Hooters.
and Heidi was one of the top agents
Yeah.
there.
Wow.
And at that time, she was dating Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
hysterical. I had
Yeah.
no idea. You just said Hooters and
Yeah.
real estate and
Yeah.
yeah. Oh my God, that's
Heidi's
hysterical.
awesome.
Yes.
Yep.
Heidi was amazing. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's hysterical.
That is funny. I did not know that.
Yeah.
See that?
What a small world.
Well, that's what we keep finding out through all these things that we keep doing is that it is a small
Yeah.
world in this
Yeah.
area, that we know so many different people and we bring people in here and we know people that they know.
Yeah,
So, oh my
somebody.
God.
Yeah, somebody at
That's
some
so funny.
point. Yeah.
Heidi
That's pretty
and
cool.
Tim.
Yeah.
And, oh yeah, that's funny.
So which Hooters are you managing right now?
Down in St. Pete, 4th Street.
Oh, 4th Street. Well, shout out to the girls in 4th Street
Yeah.
over there and the
Yeah.
team over there.
They do a
guys.
fantastic job.
Hey, just let them know that we can always use a Hooters sponsorship, right? That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, we got our sponsorships up there. We have our
there you
new.
We can add Hooters up there.
Banner.
We can
There you
definitely
go.
add it. Yeah. But so
So give us some more music background
yes,
stuff.
I want to get into some because I know you got stories.
Yeah.
I want to get a little bit into
Hear me a
depth.
good story.
Well, I don't know. I mean, like I said, started out in sales, and then I made the proposal of being, like an artist relations guy. Somebody should just handle the bands and the artists, and they went for it. And one of the first contracts, the first endorser that I signed was from Cinderella, Fred Corey.
Wow.
Yeah,
I love
And-
Cinderella.
Which
I used to back in the day. Yeah.
which we're still, friends with to this day. I love Fred. Their whole band was great, but Fred was special. I guess being like the first one or whatever. But to this day, we're still good friends. We still keep in contact.
Oh, that's
And,
awesome, man.
Yeah,
That's really nice.
He's a phenomenal,
Awesome.
producer now, record guy, and he's doing commercials. He's doing TV. He's got a beautiful wife, and I'm very. I tell you, of all the guys, I'm very proud of him.
Really?
Mostly, yeah. He was the first guy I signed, and then there was a lot of guys that they'd send contracts. They'd send in like cassette tapes and
Like demo tapes.
tapes, and they'd listen. And a lot of times they would say, "Well, yeah, I will if you, if I give me an endorsement, I'll use your stick." Yeah,
It doesn't work like that,
it
buddy.
doesn't work that way. You use it first, and then
Exactly.
Let me know how it's
Yeah.
going to go.
I have to interrupt because I believe Claudia sewed somebody's pants.
Wait, what? Wait.
Didn't you?
That
sew-
face
Wait a
tells
second.
us a lot.
Wait a second.
That
Wait a second.
face tells us a lot.
What?
Whose pants were
we
you
need to-
sewing, Claudia?
I sold the bartender's pants. And at the time, we were at the Van Halen concert. We were backstage.
it was Sammy's
Was it Sammy's?
in the Wild Burritos.
Well, Sammy and So we were.
So you guys were already together at this time?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Married at this time?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because we know Sammy from
She's getting hot
Claudia's
just
sweating it over here.
She's getting hot already.
Well, we had,
But it's already off.
I had, like I said, I had Van
Oh, it's like the
Halen.
wedding all over again.
So I knew Alex and his drum tech, Rob Kearns. At the time, Rob used to make all the risers and everything.
Gotcha.
And that's who I would always keep in contact with. My theory was I'm going to become good friends with the drum techs.
Of course.
Because these guys went from band to band to band instead of me trying to find this
Each
drummer,
guy.
this drummer.
Yeah.
So all I knew, I kept the drum techs happy. And they went to another band and they says, listen, I can get you a gig. I can get you this endorsement. He'd call me up and say, absolutely. And it worked. The formula was phenomenal.
So what was the formula? So what did you provide to them? How many sticks? Like what was as many as they wanted?
Yeah, they had different contracts and for like newbies who would come up, I'd give them like maybe a dozen pair a month.
Right.
And then other guys that would be 100 pair. And then it went to
the names being silkscreen.
Then the name their name would be on it. Then the band's name would be on it. And then there came a point in time where the drummers would say, one of the guys started the first time and said, I want like a quarter. I want something for every pair if you're going to put my name and sell my name. And then, it was a hard thing.
So how long did you do that?
Well, it started, other companies did that for years.
Exactly.
But for our company at the time, it was, he didn't like that. It was a hard nut to crack for him to see that. And then once we finally did it, it opened up a whole new avenue of signature sticks that kids would buy. And, so that all worked out. So going back to Sammy, Alex was, one of my, endorsers. And Alex, I picked him up many times and brought him to the factory, showed him how the sticks were made and everything. And there was this one time when we picked him up and, we went backstage and we listened to the new album, Balance. And they were going nuts. And he says, do you like it? I says, yeah, it's okay. And he says, come on, I got to show you this. I says, what? So we went up on stage. He says, look, I got this new kit. Rob made this, and we got the new cymbals from this and that. I said, oh, it's cute. Cool. He says, no, sit down. I said, okay. So I sat there, and he gave me the sticks, and Alex is going, come on, fucking play. I said, no, it's okay. I don't want to, I don't want to embarrass you. I don't want to knock something over, whatever, and then Rob will get mad at me. He goes, no, go on and play. And I says, Al, I can't play. And he looks at me and goes, what do you mean? I says, I can't play the drums. I'm not a musician. He looks at me and goes, you've been selling me drumsticks for 20 fucking years and you can't play drums? Nice. I says, no, but I'm a hell of a salesman. He goes, and he laughed his ass off. I thought he was going to piss his pants.
So how long did you do that? Did you retire from, did you do that your whole life?
I did it for 20 years. And then I left in 95. Yeah. It was a family owned business and it was.
Okay. So what did you do when you left?
Oh God!
A little bit of this,
a little bit of yeah. I had a lot of guys in the industry called and said, "Look, if you come down to Houston, we'll give you a job." I had guys in Long Island Drum Center in New York City. They says, "Look, you can run a store. Come up here. We love you."
Holy shit!
My name. I went for Zildjian wanted me.
What?
To run their, I went for an interview.
Oh, CJ would have loved that.
Yeah.
That's his favorite symbols.
But, those guys were, the Zildjians were phenomenal people. The artist relations guy at that time, Jan DeChristopher, I loved him. We were always good friends, always talking at the trade show. The NAMM shows was like one big family.
Wow.
I mean, that's where, you're out at a dinner after one of the shows and you're sitting there with 20 other musicians, and you're I'm in awe. I'm like, okay, why am I here?
Yeah, Victor Wood on one side and Steve Vai on the other.
Because, you've been well known in this industry for
Obviously,
20 years.
yeah.
I was like, well, that's
Very
cool. I was, and it was cool. But, and then, like.
Finish the Cabo story.
Yeah. And so,
Thanks,
so,
Bob.
Listen, I'm usually the one that lines them up. But go ahead, Claudia.
after Sammy left Van Halen, he again went out on his own, and Rob was his one of the production managers, and so it was one of the shows down in Saratoga Springs in New York. He did a show, and so we're on stage, or we're backstage, and we're eating, drinking, this and that.
And you can't see Claudia,
sex, drugs,
but she's
and alcohol,
making
man.
that drinking sign.
So one of the girls came out and said,
John, were you there, or this was just them?
I heard this story like 20,000
So this is a famous one. Okay.
I love this story.
And so he says, the girl came out and says, look, does anyone know how to sew? And I says, yeah, my wife does. And she goes,
and we're drinking tequila straight.
Holy shit, man.
Oh, yeah.
It was when Sammy just came out with his
Quabble wobble.
With his quabble wobble. Yeah.
and I'm sitting at the soundboard all by myself, backstage or whatever it was, and this seamstress lady or guy comes out and says,
Sorry
the
about
girl
that.
came out and said,
does anyone know how to
sew?
sew? And I have had quite a bit of tequila by this time. And
she knew how to sew at that time.
Shocker.
My wife does. And I'm thinking to myself, okay. So she comes out with a pair of Hawaiian shorts, red shorts with palm trees on them and a sun on them. And I think there was like, what? So I'm looking. So she comes up to me and she said, the bartender needs the pants made smaller. So I have sewn forever, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, so I need to cut the button. This is what I'm thinking.
Right.
About. Am I moving the button to the right or to the left?
Yeah.
To make them smaller. Well, I cut the button, and then I says, okay, I need to move it to the left. So I ended up moving the button over, gave them back to the seamstress lady or the whatever she was, the wardrobe lady. Next thing we know, Jan, you can finish. What happens? It's call time.
The show started and Sammy come running out by us and
Get on the stage.
Get on the
Everybody,
stage.
Jan, Claudia, get on the stage. If you guys are coming on stage now, you got to get on the stage now, which we did.
And then
The bartender, who's Sammy Hagar, comes out with the shorts.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Sewed for him.
Are you serious?
Oh, quite serious.
Oh, Jesus.
So I don't even remember the show. I just remember staring at his pants thinking, oh, I was in those pants.
She was in those pants, everybody.
Truth. After the show, Sammy comes off stage, and Jan and I are standing right there, and I'm holding an empty bottle of the Cabo Wabo tequila. And Jan said, hey, Sammy, how'd those shorts work for you? And he says, wow, I lost 10. It was towards the end of the tour. And he had said, I had lost about 10 pounds, and I was pulling my shorts up throughout the whole show. Wow, they're great now. And he says, my wife just sewed those for you, made them smaller. So he came up to me and he hugged me, gave me a big kiss. He said, let me sign that bottle for you.
Oh, man.
Do you still have that bottle?
We do.
Oh, yeah.
That's sick. That's sick.
And we drank more.
with
And this was before kids, obviously.
What's that?
Was that before kids?
No.
Oh, so the kids
recent.
Oh,
10, 15, 20 years
Yeah.
ago.
okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we still see him whenever, hopefully the industry will come back again soon. We'll all be
Let's hope.
back out there going tours. and
Amen to that.
concerts, yeah.
Seriously.
And so whenever he comes around, we always go see him. We hang out with those guys. And
Didn't I bring that up like 20 minutes ago?
Yeah, well, the last big party we were all at together was at Janice.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it was after a big wedding, and we went and partied afterwards.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know, I mean, that's like the biggest thing that we went to together
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah, so far.
So far, exactly.
Yeah, so far. But I mean,
dying yet.
that was a pretty big experience for
Oh
all
no,
of
it
us.
was. We had a blast. That
Like-
day at the Deuro's wedding.
Yeah,
that was
I mean,
amazing.
that was pretty awesome. Hanging out at Janice
Yeah.
and all of us partying the way we did.
Yeah, it was a good
Like,
time.
that was the first time I think all of us combined were able to do that,
Yeah.
which was really cool.
So much fun.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm
we had a
actually
blast.
going to be playing there soon, so you guys should
April
come out.
16th.
Yeah, you guys should come
April
out.
16th,
Cool.
he's
Yeah.
actually playing there.
Yeah, with Greg White. So it's going to be a country
Nice.
show. It's going to be fun.
We'll see if we can make it.
Yeah. for
So
sure.
we're talking about Florida. We know John is here, but Jan and Claudia are
Hopefully
hoping to be here very soon
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yes.
So tell us what is going to bring you to Florida.
Her retirement.
There you go.
And then, the plan is to build underneath John's house. He lives on stilts, and close that up. And that'll be our home now hopefully in 20 months.
You know
So
what's funny
awesome.
about that? Speaking about building underneath them, I went to a house. Where was it? It was in Venice Beach. Not to, I want to say about 2 weeks ago. That we we were doing the elevator. We were refinishing the elevator wood floor. That's how big this house is.
Wow.
Yeah, the elevator.
Nice.
Yes, the elevator
Nice.
inside of the house. So the bottom they created exactly what you guys are
Like
talking
what you guys
about.
been talking
Yeah.
about.
And the house that we went to is the last one in the cul-de-sac. But the cul-de-sac, it's a water cul-de-sac.
That's
So it's inside of the channel.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly like you
It's
guys.
just the
Yeah.
same exact one.
Yeah.
And that's what he said to me. He's like, "Oh my god,
I
I
was
was
like,
at this place that
now
kind
I
of
can
reminded
actually
me of
see what
that."
Yeah.
and that room was
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That view when you open, because they had, it was French doors going out to the patio.
Yeah.
But they were pretty much all glass.
Yeah.
And they
that's
had the
what
big
French doors are,
windows,
baby.
and they had the big, yeah, sorry.
Nice.
My bad. So they have the big windows on the sides too, so you can really see the view.
Yeah.
And you can see the boats going in and out, just like when we hang
Yeah.
out outside
Yeah.
of his house.
So
Yeah.
It's badass.
you're hoping to be here in about 20 months.
Yes.
Sooner.
Yeah, well, sooner, but, hopefully, we sign everything this week and
But you
start.
still have to sell a house up north.
Well,
But it's already
that's
It
not
is.
gonna,
Well,
that's
we
not
had
going to
two
be a
offers.
problem.
Okay. So you know it's just going to
Yeah.
happen.
It's a
It's just-
non-issue.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully that'll happen this fall. The
So you
house
know
will be
what's going to
sold.
happen? My prediction is once you guys get down here, that's when these two will get pregnant. Because
Yeah,
then they
because they'll have
know-
babysitters now.
They already
Well,
have
they already have
babysitters.
us, but they have the other
They already
babysitters
have
that they want down
babysitters,
here.
But yeah,
They're gonna have Nani and Poppy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, whatever. Yeah, when it happens, it'll happen.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we're.
Look at her
We're
face
excited,
though.
yeah.
Look at her face
I
though.
can't even imagine.
Mom's face
They'll all
is
be
just right.
great.
but we are
They'll be great
that.
parents.
We need to start that bet very soon.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that poll
That'll
needs
be
to
another
open
poll.
up.
I'll be
Yeah,
working
we
on
need
it.
to. Yeah, we need to open up that poll
Yeah.
pretty soon. So
So hopefully there'll be drummers too.
I know,
Even
right?
if they're all girls.
They'll have a whole band. They'll have a full band.
I don't know,
Right?
Because you got Jen.
Yeah.
They might be completely different from Chris.
That's fine too.
Yes.
I hope so.
Yeah.
He says, "Yeah, I know so."
No.
So here's a question that I've been wanting to ask you guys, and obviously Chris is like a brother to me, and I really appreciate you guys for creating such an
Raising him
amazing,
the way you raised him?
and raising such an amazing man. What does it feel like, especially to you, since you've been in the industry? You guys have both been in the industry as well, and seeing him, reaching his music goals and pushing forward
But
every
is
day.
he the only one that actually does music the way he
I
does,
don't
or all
think so.
three of them do?
No.
Two out of the three,
Nick
right?
was self-taught guitar player.
But does he still
No.
perform?
No, he
No.
never did. Justin was like an all New York State jazz fusion type of drummer. He would literally,
the best.
He was
literally
phenomenal.
the best
He
on
was
the
very
West,
good.
on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Okay.
He won more awards in high school.
But
and-
neither of them perform anymore, right?
He had a couple little bands. He'd
Okay,
do some
here,
gigs,
yeah.
this and that.
Justin does,
He
yeah.
built a phenomenal studio in his old house, and that blew away everybody. He used to do jingles and this and that.
Oh,
that's
okay.
sick. Hell yeah.
But Christopher is the raw power.
He's tremendous.
The bad motherfucker.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
He's the bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
He's the one who's going to continue throughout,
yeah.
right?
Justin was more technical.
Yeah.
Christopher was, look, just give me a pair of sticks. I'm going to beat the
I'm
fuck
going to play.
out of
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And smiling while I'm
Oh, God,
Oh,
yeah.
dude, it's all about that smile. He always got that smile, man.
Yeah.
That's the one thing about Danny and him. They both play extremely hard.
Yeah.
Extremely hard.
Oh, I had,
But they both always have and I shouldn't say a smile, because Jen and
I
I
don't
have
fucking
talked about
smile.
this plenty of times. They both have this special, intense look on their face.
It's the passion.
When they perform. It's not a smile. It's not. It's just something profound that you don't see in a lot of drummers.
It's
You
the
put
love.
the emotion.
Yeah.
You
It's
put
like
the
I remember
emotion
always
in
Christopher
there.
always saying, goes, Dad, I don't care if I don't even get paid.
Yeah.
I just want to play in front
Yeah,
of
that's
people.
the passion. That's the passion.
That's-
Yep.
And you know what? That's one thing that I gotta say is getting paid from it didn't ruin me completely, but it was at one point it became a job.
Yeah.
And I didn't appreciate it. I
And I
stopped
could see that,
appreciating it.
But it was nice, in my case, it was nice to see Chris finally getting some dues.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
paid to do that.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Doing something that you love.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Listen.
Well, he was the one when I was in the place I was just telling you about that I wasn't feeling happy about it. He was the one.
Yeah.
We were roommates, and he was the one that actually. He was like, "Dude, just don't worry, you got this."
Well, that was my first impression of Chris. So I met Chris when I first started dating Danny. They were roommates
shit.
together.
Oh shit!
Now here I am, a divorced mother, older, not sure what my life is going to be, because I was with my ex since I was 15 years old. I met Danny at a show. He was filling in for his best friend playing drums. So I met Chris because they were roommates. And only spent a little bit of time with him and met him briefly. And for Danny's birthday, we were out at a show, and Chris said, "Oh, I'm going to come. We're going to be there." And we're all there hanging out. And then an old friend of mine shows up that I went to high school with. So now here I am.
Yeah, shout out
8
to Eric,
years-
but I still fucking hate
Here
you,
I
bro.
am 8 years older.
I know that feeling.
Here I am 8 years older than him,
Just
not
kidding, just
expecting this reaction, because I kept saying to myself, I'm not going to date somebody younger. What are they going to do for me? Like, I need somebody older. I need somebody
showed
who's
you what I
gonna-
can do for you.
Yeah. So, and so Chris came, and this friend of mine fed Danny a few too many drinks for his birthday.
Huh.
And
Shocker.
yeah.
Well, I was playing drums while they were feeding me drinks, so I couldn't do anything
But-
about it. That was
so-
my excuse, and I'm sticking to
My
it.
first-
I'm sticking to that story.
wasn't your fault.
I'm sticking to that story.
Real experience with Chris was I had to get Danny out of there. And Chris had never, ever played with this duo.
Yeah.
And I said to Chris, please,
We're like, dude,
I need you to play this last set.
he's got it.
Please.
He's got it.
I know you can do it. Play it and bring Danny's drums home. Like, this was only... Me and Danny maybe were dating 6 months. So I've met Chris...
Shit, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I've
yeah.
met Chris a handful of times over at the apartment, and I said to him, please, just, you can do it. It's only another 45 minutes. You'll figure out the song. Just please do it. And I think from that day on, because he did do it, he came home with the drum set like we were good. And from that day on, like Chris and I were friends. Like he did something for me. Yeah, he had my back. I knew.
Well, she's being very
but I
PG
knew,
about this story. But
I knew I could count on him.
I got fucked up.
Yeah, but I knew I could count on him. So I was like, okay, this is one of the guys that like I can count on as a friend, not only for Danny.
Didn't you guys put me in the shower?
Yeah, we did lots of stuff. But that was the first time I really realized.
Yes.
But that was the first time I really realized, like, Chris is authentic. Like, Chris is a friend you will have for life.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And that only built between all of us.
And I'll catch a bullet for that motherfucker, too.
But that's what built between all of us. Like,
actually,
they got, they all moved out. Danny and I got our place. We all moved on from that one-time apartment, and he met Jen, and just... Yeah.
It's amazing.
But throughout everything...
And you guys created that.
But, like, throughout everything... You guys created
that. You guys literally...
We knew we could depend on him. And then when he brought Jen in the mix, it was like, wow, this is awesome.
Very proud of him.
Yeah.
I'm proud of all three of my boys.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a tough job. It's a tough job
yeah.
being a parent.
I see it.
And you need to set your boundaries.
Absolutely. I see it. We've got the 3 kids. We see that.
First thing I said to Justin is, you're going to have to choose your battles wisely.
Oh, yes. Sure. I've said that to you how many times, baby?
Yep.
Every day, probably.
And it was tough.
Because we got 3.
Yeah.
You
know. I mean, a 16-year-old girl.
And it's a lot different than
a 12 and 11-year-old boy
today than it was
back
in our day.
Hey, it's a tough job being an uncle, too.
Oh,
just so you know.
Yes, it is.
So
it really is, because I miss all my nieces.
Chris didn't move down here and live with you right away.
Not right away.
Right.
He was with his other uncle.
Yeah.
Claudia's brother, Nick.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Then I took him in for a while. Which was fantastic.
And then he got the apartment with you guys.
Yeah.
And then with Jen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. That's awesome. I honestly, when we got over here, we moved in with my godparents.
Right.
For a few months. And then we were able to get the house that we needed. But I understand how that is. But I do remember working at Hooters with Chris. And
you worked at Hooters?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
With Chris.
It was just for a little bit. It was just for a little bit.
At Clearwater.
Yes.
Yeah.
The one on 60.
Okay. The original.
All right. Good for you.
Because I remember my truck had broken down in the whole 9 yards. I'm like, shit, I need to figure something out. So it was either me riding a bicycle all the way from the apartment in Largo to the Hooters on 60, or Chris would take me and drop me off, and if he has the same shift or whatever, I'll carpool with him or whatever. But for the longest time, he was the one that would help me out. But I can say that I was able to be there for him as well, to back him up.
Good deal.
When he needed it. But
that's what friends are for.
Exactly. And that's one
awesome.
thing that if it wasn't because of you guys, and from the bottom of my heart, I say thank you guys.
Well, I tell you
Thank you for being.
He's an amazing friend.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we always, when he left, it
got to hit hard,
we,
right?
You have no idea.
Yeah.
Watching him pull out of that driveway,
but it was the right thing for him to do.
Exactly.
And
but it was even
having that feeling. Yeah.
And then when he came down here, and I don't know how the story goes, he stopped and got an energy drink or something at 7-Eleven and ripped the phone number off. Somebody looking for a drummer. I mean, come on, shit like that. Yeah. It's like a movie. Yeah. It doesn't happen. And the next thing you know, he finds, another brother.
All of us, yeah.
And so it was great. And I can't say enough for all you guys that have helped him and
been there for him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
As
it's
a mother,
fun.
that was horrible.
Yeah. But
you know what?
Make just seeing because Jen and Chris mean so much to us.
Oh yeah.
Same with Jordan and Derek. And that's why we call each other the C6, because the 6 of us mean so much to each other.
Yeah.
Sure.
And we really...
We've been through enough shit that we know that we got each other's back. Like we've tested, we have tested those boundaries.
Like we support each other through so much, and like us being parents that have older kids, and then
that's
Jordan
what we want
and Derek
our kids to
with
grow
younger
up with.
kids, and like
we want our
can't
kids
wait
to
for
see
the two
that.
of them to have a set so they can understand the support that they like. Them showing up at Christopher's baseball games.
Oh my God! You should have seen Chris's face
out of the blue.
Little Chris's face when he saw Big Chris. When he heard Big Chris yelling for him. And he turned around, he saw his face because I was coaching when that happened. He just lit up.
To have friends like that,
that's awesome.
That just do that.
I just signed him up. I just signed up a little Chris for flag football. He's like, hey, is Chris coming to the game? Because football is a big thing between those two. That's his uncle Chris with football. You know what I mean? They're always going, Bills against the Bucks and the whole 9 yards. You know what I mean? They're always talking crap about each other.
That aren't friends. They're family.
Exactly.
Like, the six of us are family.
Yep.
You guys are family. My parents to them are family. Jordan, Derek's, like, we're all family.
Yep.
And to have that is amazing.
Yeah.
Because you don't get that very often as you're this age and our kids this age, and it continues for years. Like,
it takes a village.
Yeah, it takes a village to raise a family.
Does.
It really does. And I think that's why also we're so waiting for these two, because we all know, like, our kids are getting older. They don't want to be with us as much.
I'm not having any more. I'm already
and
thinking
Derek's
about the
kids,
RV that I'm buying, brother.
I always said I wish all my kids could live in my basement.
Yeah, but
really?
you have our kids that are the oldest. Then you have Jordan and Derek's kids. Yeah, it's one of theirs is older, but then you've got the two little ones.
Yeah. Yep.
So we're all going through these stages, and now it's like, Jen and Chris, hurry up, because we want to be aunts and uncles and TT and TOs while we still can, and we give them back.
Oh yeah, those kids are gonna be so spoiled.
But like my kids love it. Like they love knowing that they have their parents' friends that are close.
Yeah,
like when Chris saw Chris show up, Daniela getting her first job, the first I can't get her to work.
Daniela with
4:30.
They're like this
because of I work till 5. So Chris gets off at 3:30, and he was the first one to volunteer and say, if Daniela needs to get to work, I'll take, like, it's so nice to have those people.
And that's just it. It's the same exact thing that we would do for their kids.
Yeah.
It's without a question.
Yeah.
You don't even have to ask, is what time I'll be there. You know what I mean? It's just plain.
Beautiful.
Obviously, you can do it. That's just plain and simple.
Right.
And because we have already gone through literally hell and back, we're stronger than ever, and there's just not stopping. And we know it's like what you're saying. We want to be able to build a
what you guys have done,
a kingdom with everybody inside of it
for them.
Where if there's anybody to try to infiltrate, you might want to think twice about.
Just even you guys welcoming us.
Oh yes.
Your family.
Into your family. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like this, me being able to do this dinner for you guys and having you here, like this was special to me. Like I said to Chris and Jen, I'm like, I want to be able to have them here. Like you guys do so much for us, and when you guys were here,
just look forward
during the holidays.
We've been talking about this for a while.
And us showing up at your house, like pretty much unannounced.
Yes,
and you
that was awesome.
Us with open arms, saying, "Just come."
That was so much fun.
Yeah.
That was so much fun.
Like I love having that extended family
by the water.
Where we can all just say, "Hey, whatever it is, it is."
Yes,
we don't have to question it. We don't have to worry about us not feeling welcome or you guys not feeling welcome. Like,
and
my
that's
house
what it's
is
all
your house.
about.
Your house is my, like, I can't wait for you guys to be here. We've already been at John's house.
Officially move over
the most welcomest arms possible.
Hey, I'm sure he's listening down there, but we were playing this golf the other day, CJ and I. And,
oh, no, they're on the couch now.
He was like,
They're not at the door anymore.
he was just telling me, he's like, you have no idea how bad I want them down here. You have no idea the feeling that I get every time that they come down here is so amazing.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that literally his face was saying every single emotion that you can ever imagine.
Well, that's it, because all of the rest of us, our parents are here. My parents are here. His parents are here.
Yeah.
Jordan's parents are here. Derek's parents are here. Jordan's parents are here. Jen's parents are here. Derek's parents are here. Like, Chris is the only one.
It's a little bit different, though. It's a little bit different, though, because what I'm trying to say is that for her, she actually looks like my mother.
Oh, well, yes.
She literally looks like my mother in the whole 9 years. So I live that part through him. You know what I mean?
But again, all of our significant people are here. So for Chris, obviously he's always had John here, but now to have you guys here, and again, like I said, Jen's mom is here. Like, my parents are here.
Yes.
Danny's dad and stepmom is here. Jordan's mom and dad are here.
Yeah,
Derek,
coming soon.
Like, this is the whole omega for all of us.
Yep.
It's going to be
have
fun.
this.
So much fun.
I hope my liver can take it.
You got no choice.
Damn right.
We got pecan pie. We've got more drinks. We've got coffee if we need coffee.
I'm in.
We got more alcohol.
Coffee, schmoffy.
And we didn't even get to all the stories. I know that you're dying to hear half.
All right, so one more story. Give me another good story.
I need one more closer story.
Oh my God!
Give me a really good one.
A banger.
Your most favorite besides Ringo Starr, you already said. Did you say Ringo?
Yeah.
Paul McCartney.
Ooh.
What?
Your most famous story?
No.
Guys that you met.
No.
We need a story. An actual story.
So our best story. Come on.
One of the closest guys I was with was Eric Carr, the drummer for Kiss.
Get the fuck out.
He's probably the guy I missed I missed him the most.
I met him.
And I remember when I put his signature on stick, and we went back and forth, and I said, "How's this look? This and that." And he goes, "No." I said, "Why?" He said, "I can read it." I said, "Okay, what are you, a fucking doctor?" Then read it again. It just made like a line. He said, "Yeah, now that looks cool." I said, "Whatever." So every time I brought him sticks, right, we would go backstage, we'd have a drink and this, and I was lucky enough. I saw the guys without makeup on years before I did it. So one of the shows, he went up in Toronto, and I brought sticks to him. There was an outdoor venue out there. So I'm walking backstage, I'm walking around, and all of a sudden I'm getting hit in the face. I'm going, what the hell is this? It's all like squirt gun. And I hear someone laugh. I turn around, and Eric's sitting up on a riser with a machine gun, squirt gun. And it's like, really? And he says, oh, he was the nicest guy. And he called me one night. It was like 2:00 in the morning. And I asked him, what's the matter? He goes, oh my God, I just redid Beth. You got to hear it. I says, okay. And he starts playing it back on the phone. He goes, how do I sound? I go, you sound like the other drummer, Eric.
Oh,
and he goes, you bastard. I says, no, it sounded good. And this is how he was. He was like, a good friend. And unfortunately, when he passed, I got a beautiful phone call from his sister.
Oh, man.
And she said, I want to send you something. And I says, well, okay. He says, you don't understand how much Eric loved you. And I says, really? He goes, you made him feel different. When you talked to him and whenever you reached out to him, you did things for him. Other people did things because they wanted to meet Kiss or they wanted something in return.
Exactly.
Because you weren't like that. And I says, yeah. And she sent me one of his symbols, and beautiful letter. And, so that touched my heart. And I've had guys ask, wanted to buy for like $1,000.
Fuck that.
And that was the one thing, I guess, when I took out any drummer, we used to bring him to the house, cook dinner. I never talked music. Mm-hmm. there would be guys that would say, like, Dennis Chambers would come to the house. We just talk shit, sports, politics,
anything but
because
music,
they were tired of hearing. So what'd you do on this album? What track did you play? This? Did you do this? How did you do that? It's like they didn't care.
Exactly.
One of the greatest story is when we brought Sticks to the Doobie Brothers.
Wow.
We're backstage and we're having dinner.
Holy
We're
shit.
having lunch with the whole guys. And I'm talking to this guy for literally an hour. I don't know who he was. We're talking sports, everything. And the manager comes down and he says, okay, we got to go on stage. And he gets up and we start walking through, backstage behind the curtain. He says, Jan, he goes, thank you so much for that hour of freedom. I went, yeah, okay. He goes, I got to go to work. I'm thinking, okay, he's got to pull a curtain, he's a gaffer or whatever, right? And, ladies and gentlemen, Michael McDonald went,
Oh, shit. Jinx.
But,
Holy shit.
Who is my all-time favorite?
Holy
but
shit.
guys, I never talked business or music. It was always
A friendship.
Come on, we're going to have dinner.
Yeah.
We've had more guys, the guys from Boston, drummers over all the time.
Gino Vanelli.
Well, Gino Vanelli's band was I don't know how many times, pizza and chicken wings, Claudia would always make pasta, these guys.
Of course.
Rob and, Doug Hoffman, the drummer from Boston, came over and, Dennis Chambers slept at the house, slept overnight.
He said he'd never sleep there again.
Why?
Oh, he says, there was one of the first houses we had. He says, you got spirits in this house. I said, well, there was. He says, I woke up in the middle of the night and I couldn't move. I was trying to yell your name, going,
The doorknob was moving.
What the hell?
Really?
He could not move.
Yeah.
He said he was laying in bed like a mummy.
Yeah.
And he's
Oh my God.
Jan, come and get me. Yeah.
Huh.
But he was, and he.
So you guys' house was haunted.
Haunted.
Yeah, and
Holy
he
shit.
used to call. He called Chris and Justin all the time. They talked. We went to see him one time, and it was Justin's birthday, and he says, "Hey, wait a minute!" So he gave him his double pedal. Here, Merry Christmas.
Holy shit.
So I mean, the guys were always Fred, like I said, Fred Corey. CJ, and the first time I took Justin and Christopher, there was a show. It was like an 80 band reunion, Firehouse, Quiet Riot, Cinderella. So we're all backstage.
That's my age group. Like, Chris was a lot younger than me, so
all
wow.
these guys are coming up to me. Jan, how are you? The drummer from Quiet Riot, Frankie Benali. We're hugging and kissing. Fred, Corey, and the whole band from Cinderella.
Holy
I remember CJ looking to Justin and going, well, I guess Dad really did know all these guys. The guys all said the same thing. You got one hell of a father, and
that's crazy.
There was so many of the guys. I can't.
But he is proud of you.
He is.
There's some of these drummers were awesome. Greg Bissonette. I just go on and but it was fun. It was
crazy.
Fun.
Well, thank you guys so much for being here. We really appreciate you guys coming down for the time.
Thank you. Good time.
This was great. And
we'll have to do
we'll do another one. Yeah,
we
we'll
will
do
once you guys.
That'll be the X-rated story. when the wife is in there.
Exactly. Yeah.
We'll have an old guys. Do one.
Maybe we'll have you guys in a regular episode, and then we'll have mom in for one of the Queen's Corner.
Episode. Absolutely.
Yeah, the Queen's Corner. Yeah. When you guys actually move over here, we'll do an update.
Yeah.
We'll keep doing more.
Look forward to it.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
we'll
maybe
we'll
make. I can probably get a couple old drummers on.
Yes.
Oh man, that
Absolutely.
would be amazing.
Even if we have to,
Hooter Girls.
listen,
You never know.
we can do Zoom. We're all set for Zoom.
If baby, I'm sorry, but if we're gonna have Hooter Girls, we're gonna have them, just like they are, face to face.
I can get John to get me an outfit.
That's fine. You can have an outfit
Uncle
too.
John will get me an outfit.
That's
Don't
fine.
you worry.
You
I'll
can
get
have
the
the outfit
Hooter
on with the
shorts,
girls here too. Yes.
Don't you worry, Uncle John will get it for me.
I'll definitely take you up on the Hooters girls, and I'll definitely take you up on some great drummers because I would love to scratch their heads on and geek out about drums for a little while and talk to them about life in general and their road to success or whatever it is. So thank you guys so much for being here. We love you guys. And
love you too. Thank you so much.
To close it out, baby, thank you to all of our sponsors, HK Floor Recoating, Congruo.com,
Legendary Tattoos, Legendary LTD,
Legendary Screen Printing,
Raul Sanchez.
Yes, Raul Sanchez, the magician, the photographer, and videographer. And make sure you follow us. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Check out our Patreon if you have a couple bucks to put in there for us to keep going and keep making this podcast bigger and bigger day by day.
And please go online to Legendary LTD. Check out their tattoo apparel. Really cool clothing apparel. You can get a 30% discount, SB30 as your promo code. Check it out. They've got such cool stuff. We are so proud to be sponsored by them.
Also, if you call to get your floor redone.
Yep.
Make sure that you mention that you're with Social Banter Podcast or that you heard the commercial in Social Banter Podcast, and she'll definitely hook you up.
Give you a discount on recoating, resurfacing, buffing, polishing.
She'll show you. She does it all. I mean, just call her up. She does it all.
Heather Feather, we love you.
Shout out. And shout out to Hooters and shout out to Regal Tips.
And shout out to Papa Cruz. Is that the Congo player?
Yes. He is awesome. That's my father right there, Congru.com.
I've met a few Congo players.
Papa!
So, anyways, we're out. Thank you guys so much. This is Social Banter Podcast and
Salute, guys.
Salute.
Thank you again.
Thank you, guys.
we are out. Peace.